What if I told you that the greatest threat to your organization isn't a lack of funding or volunteers or even a weak economy? It's a leadership style that quietly steals your future one interruption at a time. If you're constantly putting out fires, today's video may explain why your organization feels busy but isn't making the progress you expected. Hello, I'm Guy Williams, founder of Community Lifters. For nearly 50 years, I've had the privilege of helping organizations grow, recover, and prepare for extraordinary opportunities. Whether working with businesses, ministries, or nonprofits, I've noticed one pattern that separates organizations that merely survive from those that truly flourish. It's not intelligence, it's not resources, it's intentional leadership. Many leaders mistakenly believe that being busy means they're leading well, but activity and accomplishment are not the same thing. Reactive leaders allow circumstances to determine their priorities. Their calendar is controlled by emails, phone calls, unexpected crises, and whoever happens to need them next. They're incredibly busy, yet often frustrated because they're making very little progress toward their mission. Intentional leaders operate differently. Rather than asking, "What's demanding my attention today?" they ask, "What will move our mission forward today?" That one question changes everything. Instead of reacting to the urgent, they intentionally invest in what matters most. Here's something that may surprise you. The more reactive you become, the harder it actually becomes to think strategically. That's not just leadership advice, it's neuroscience. When we're constantly living in crisis mode, our brains rely more heavily on the amygdala, the part responsible for detecting threats. That's wonderful during an emergency, but terrible for long term planning. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for judgment, creativity, and strategic thinking, becomes less effective under chronic stress. In other words, living in constant reaction literally makes it harder to lead intentionally. That's why great leaders deliberately create margin for reflection. They schedule time to think before they schedule time to react. Scripture teaches this principle repeatedly. Consider Nehemiah. Before rebuilding Jerusalem's walls, he prayed, he assessed the situation, developed a plan, organized the people, and anticipated opposition. When distractions came, his response was remarkable. "I am doing a great work and cannot come down." That's intentional leadership. Jesus modeled the same principle. Although crowds constantly demanded his attention, he regularly withdrew to pray, invested deeply in his disciples, and never lost sight of his Father's mission. Urgency never replaced purpose. So, how do you know which leadership style is shaping your organization? Ask yourself these questions. Do interruptions control most of my day? Am I solving problems instead of preventing them? Is my team becoming more dependent on me or more capable without me? If someone examined my calendar, would they clearly see my mission? Your answers may reveal more than your strategic plan ever could. The reality is this: every leader will face unexpected challenges. Reactive moments are unavoidable. Reactive leadership is a choice. Intentional leaders protect their priorities. Develop future leaders. Build healthy systems. And refuse to allow today's emergencies to steal tomorrow's opportunities. As kingdom minded leaders, God hasn't called us simply to stay busy. He's called us to faithfully steward the mission He's entrusted to us. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please click like, subscribe to the Community Lifters channel, and share this video with another leader who spends more time putting out fires than building the future. Together, we can strengthen the leaders who strengthen our communities. God bless you, and by all means, keep your focus on the mission.